All right, folks, as you can see here, here's a clip that I took a clip of Tommie Ingram, the so-called prophet speak, drinking a rock star drink. He also drank the Monster energy drinks and the rock star energy drinks. Now, if you go back on his message, on his video, about 2 or 3 days ago, in the message, it says message to the gospel perverts, part 3. You can just go ahead and look at part 1, 2, and 3. Now, he's talking about trusting in God and believing in God, and talking about medication. I agree. Medication, you should depend on God and not medication. But this hypocrite is telling the people, trying to condemn the people about medication, which they should depend on God. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying medication is right, but I'm just looking at the point of Tommie Ingram condemning the people. But the Bible said, why condemn another when you yourself do the same thing? And when I say he does the same thing, he claims he don't take no medicine or nothing like that. All right, that's good. But if you see what he's drinking an energy drink. And that energy drink got medicine or drugs in it. The reason why he's drinking the energy drink is because he wants energy. So he's lacking energy. But why don't he wait on God? He's preaching that in his message when it says message to the gospel perverts, part 3. That's what he's preaching. Telling the people to wait on God and don't go depend on medicine like aspirins and all them type of drugs, which that's good, folks. I'm telling you, that's good that he's preaching that to try to get them to depend on God. But why are you going to get the people to try to depend on God when you're not doing it by drinking these energy drinks? These energy drinks can become addicted. Caffeine is addicted. And that's what's in these energy drinks. Not only caffeine, but niacin. Niacin is a vitamin B3, which helps with metabolism, to boost up metabolism. That's why this brother's skinny the way he is. Because his metabolism is boosted up through the niacin. Then caffeine, it works on, it's a stimulant for the brain. Yeah? It's a stimulation for the brain. But folks, it's a drug. So how can Tommie Ingram, the so-called prophet speaks, say he's dependent on God and God only when he's guzzling down Monster drink and Rockstar drinks on his show? Man, that's a first-class hypocrite if you can't see it. Yeah? If you're going to tell the people just to depend on God and then you're going to guzzle down a bunch of energy drinks like Rockstar and Monster, brother, you're being a hypocrite, because if you read on the back of those labels, it contains a lot of caffeine and contains niacin. Niacin is a vitamin B3 substance. And caffeine is a substance. But you're going to talk about substance. You say you don't depend on the substance that advertise on TV. I dare you to tell me they don't advertise them Monster drinks and those Rockstar drinks, which you are drinking, on your set. Brother, go somewhere and sit down. If you're gonna keep the whole law and yet offending one, the Bible says you're guilty of all. So, folks, I just want to bring this to your attention. I ain't been on Tommie Ingram show for a while, but, I had to let y'all know this. I already said something about this a while back, but, he came up and I saw this, and I said I had to bring this back up. This brother is trying to get the people to shun away from depending on drugs, which, I'm saying, I agree with him. People should shun away from depending on drugs and depend on God. They need to learn how to do that. But don't you try to tell the people they need to do that when you yourself is not doing it. You're trying to get your drugs in a sneaky way by drinking energy drinks, which contains nothing but drugs. Tommie, what is the purpose of you drinking that energy drink? Is it to give you more energy? Is it to stimulate your body? Because that's what the caffeine does. What, to give you more vitamin? That's what the niacin does for metabolism. Brother, that's why you are skinny the way you are. And if you notice in his videos, he's doing a lot of itching. You know, and go search the video. Check out the video and see how he stares at that energy drink because he needs it. He's addicted. This brother is addicted to drugs in the energy drink. See, he's addicted. So y'all go back. Like I said, his video is Message to the Gospel Perverts, Part 3. Go look at Part 1, 2, and 3, and y'all tell me, is this he being a first-class hypocrite? And I think it's in Romans when it says, why judge another when you yourself do the same thing? He doing his on a slick way by drinking the drugs. He's drinking the drugs. He ain't taking the aspirin, the Tylenols, and all these other kind of drugs. He's not taking that, but telling the people to stray away from it. But he doing it in a slick way by drinking those same substance, those same drugs through a energy drink and claim to want to get energy. But won't he wait on God? God can give you energy. God can do anything. There's nothing too hard for God. So Tommie, words to the wise, brother. If you're going to preach something, make sure you're not doing it. You're doing it in a slick way. You're trying to get your drugs in on a slick way by trying to go through an energy drink. You shouldn't read the label, know what this stuff means before you start drinking it, brother. All right? So, Tommie, words to the wise, brother.